From time to time, I'll get calls from concerned homeowners or business owners because someone has gotten hurt on their property. They want to know if they can be held liable for the injury and what the other consequences might be. In the next couple of minutes, I'll explain Colorado's premises liability laws and when you can be held responsible if someone gets injured at your home or at your business. The Colorado Premises Liability Act is the law in Colorado that governs all of these types of cases. And what that law does essentially is establish a standard of care for homeowners and business owners. And that standard of care essentially is don't let people get injured on your property. But there's a little bit deeper dive involved because there are different types of people who will come to your property. There are invitees. And an invitee is someone who comes to your property to do business. It may be somebody who's coming to your store. It may be a tenant at a rental property you own. Then there are licensees. Licensees, we like to think of licensees as people who are there for fun. It's usually social guests. Colorado law distinguishes between these two because the duty that's owed to them is slightly different. There's a third type of individual that may be injured on your property, and that's a trespasser. Generally, the duty that's owed to an invitee, someone who's coming to do business at your premises. If you have a loose step at your business, people who are coming to use your business, they're probably not going to expect there to be a loose step there. If they come and they stumble on that loose step and they fall down, well, you owed them a duty to make sure that they weren't going to stumble on that loose step. An invitee, a social guest at your home, the duty's a little bit different there. Maybe you've got a cabinet in your kitchen, and that cabinet has two broken hinges. So when you pull on that cabinet, it falls, and it falls off, and it falls towards the person who's opening the cabinet. Well, in that situation, the law says, you know what? You should have told your guest, your social guest, your invitee, you should have warned them about that. And if you didn't, well, you may be liable for damages that are incurred. A trespasser, you don't owe nearly as high a duty to, but you still owe a trespasser a duty. And that duty is not to engage in willful and wanton conduct, like laying booby traps, or not to have inherently dangerous conditions. You're not putting nails in the floorboards. You're not putting broken glass on your walkway. In order for an injured party to prove a claim against a homeowner or a business owner, they'll have to demonstrate that they were injured, and that injury may be in the form of a physical injury, disfigurement, loss of enjoyment of life. The next thing they have to prove is that you, the homeowner, breached your duty to that person. So going back to our examples here, you breached the duty to your invitee to keep that step in good repair. Should you have kept that in good repair? Did you owe that duty to your invitee? You did. Well, you didn't keep that step in good repair. You've breached that duty to your invitee. Should you have told your guest, your social guest, about those poor hinges? Well, you should have, and you didn't. So you've breached that duty. So now, was that the cause of their injuries? And if it was the cause of their injuries, you may be liable. Clients often ask us what they can do to avoid these types of situations. Well, the obvious answer is to keep your property in good repair. The less obvious answer might be that if you're not keeping it in good repair, at least warn the folks who are coming to your property, whether they be a licensee, an invitee, or even a trespasser. Put up signs, put up yellow tape, give notice, and take actions to protect your guest. And by doing so, you'll protect yourself. Well, another good piece of advice is to make sure that you're adequately insured, because if this type of issue does arise, the first thing you're going to want to do is turn to your homeowner's policy, turn to your business policy, and see if you have coverage. So if someone has been injured on your property and you aren't sure what to do next, our team can provide some direction. Contact us for a case assessment.